On July 23rd, multiple leagues competed in 5 races. To determine who was the best. Who is the most consistent? And most importantly, the Season 2 champion of the Diesel Classic.
By being a racing driver means you are racing with other people. And if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver because we are competing.
Racing is in our blood. From generation to generation, the cars may have changed, but the competition is all the same. The Diesel Classic is an Xbox esports tournament where some of the top drivers in the world compete for bragging rights and the elusive gold plaque. Who will get it this season? Stay tuned. The first round of the Diesel Classic was held in Bahrain. Now, even though we started off with 32 drivers, this is what we ended up with. Now, rounds 1 and 2 would consist of 3 laps, while the playoff rounds would consist of 5 laps. So let's see what happened in Bahrain. Now, please keep in note that no one will be eliminated after round 1. So I'm just going to quickly highlight the action from round 1 and then get into round 2 as quickly as possible. So the first race got off to an interesting start with Kieran and Zombie having a little incident. But after Azza had his little spin, Kieran regained P1 and held it for the entire race. Azza finished in P2, and Tom and Zombies finished in P3 and 4 respectively. So because of the fact that we had a couple no-shows, Race B would be the first event where we would actually have 3 drivers. But nonetheless, it was a pretty good race. After a good first lap, they pretty much stayed consistent and ended up in the same positions after the first couple turns, with Jordy being in first, Zone in second, and Fake Man in third. So Race C was a clear-cut victory for Big Mike, but Paul FC and Callum 91 really had a tight battle, especially going into turn 1. Unfortunately for Callum, he stayed in the same spot and ended up in P3, while Paul FC took P2. So Race D actually was quite fun from start to finish. The unfortunate thing about the race was Haragamer spinning early on, but regardless, Winter Cells and Kludgy Duck gave us a battle to the end. At the end of the day, Kludgy Duck held the victory while Winter Cells came in second and Haragamer came in third. So weirdly enough, this was the only race that actually had an incident where the steward report actually affected the end of the race. So Zakora actually incurred a 3-second time penalty because of the incident, thus putting Luca in P1, Hudson Butts in P2, and of course Zakora in P3. Okay, so I'm a little embarrassed to say it, but I did miss the Prodigy spin while I was multitasking with round 2. But regardless, Larry kept ahead of Adrian, kept his composure, and took the victory. It was a really close battle to the very end. I'm sure Adrian would want that back. And of course, with the Prodigy spin, that puts him into P3. And, I mean, it could be risky. After spinning on the exit of turn 3, Whipper was pretty much out of the race, so it was just a matter of Albini and Black Spartan, and boy, they did not disappoint. In the end though, Albini did keep the position, and Black Spartan stayed in P2. Meanwhile, Whipper, obviously in P3. Well, Race H was quite interesting. Ronan made a very nice move on AC into turn 1, but I think the big story of the race was Khan spinning out at the very end of the lap, or actually at the very end of the race, resulting in himself finishing in P3, while Ronan took the victory and AC took second. Now, on to round 2, where I slow down a little bit, but things get a little complicated, so let me explain at the start. Okay, so round 2 I know can be a little complicated, so I'll try and simplify this as best as I can. The top 2 racers from round 1 would all be paired up with each other in races I, J, K, and L, while in race M, N, O, and P, there would be all the 3rd and 4th place drivers paired up with each other. Mixed in with the no-shows, it was a little bit fun. So to make it to round 3 and the first playoff round, all the drivers in the first 4 races would have to finish in the top 3, and the other drivers in the last 4 races would have to finish in the top 2, meaning 5 drivers would compete in 4 different races for the quarterfinals.
Right, here we go. Put the telemetry on. We've got Mike and Kieran both running the Mercs. 5 lights out and away we go. We have got an Alpine and a Williams down into turn 1. By the looks of it, everyone's through nice and clean. Mike getting a hell of a start, pulling away. He's 3/10 up on Kieran. Down into turn 3, 4 and 5. Nicely through. Winter's coming under pressure from zone 0. This is probably going to be the only time he's ever going to overtake him. Does hold on. He is right up the bumper. Nicely over the curbs. Here we go. Does he go for a move down the inside? Mike holds the inside line. Oh, Mike's round. Mike is round.
Now into turn 1 of the final lap, Air Wintercells would take a 2-second penalty, resulting in Zone 0 taking P2. Unfortunately for Big Mike, he would end the race in P4 and be the first person eliminated from the Diesel Classic.
To think about it, I've been busy. Right, anyway, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and... Oh.
Holy crap.
It should be lights out and away we go. Here we go as it gets away. Well, Geordie's have a bit of a mare. Paul is working. Geordie's pulled off into P3. Cluggy looks like he's going around the outside of Azza. But Azza's still in front. Going down into turn 3. Azza's on the inside line. Very, very tight line. Oh, over and under. Still side by side. Here we go.
Right.
Here we go. Through turn 6.
Yeah,
nicely done. He's going to be...
Yes.
What's your gamer tag? Jesus Christ, what the hell?
Zen.
Here we go. Here we go. As has lost out into turn 1 by the looks of things, going down into turn 3, he's going to be very, very close. He's run a little bit deep, but it's still within that 1 second gap.
Guys,
that all-important DRS for 1 lap. Oh, that was a corner cut.
Anyway, like zombies trying to catch up.
Here we go. Az is in the DRS, but he's pulled out a gap. He must have had a mare. Oh, good God, Diesel, eh?
Kludgy Duck and Azza would secure their playoff spots with P1 and 2 respectively. Meanwhile, in the background, Geordie and Paul would have a real battle to the very end. Unfortunately for Paul, he would lose out to Jordy by half a second. Damn, what a close race.
Zero Cludgy F1. Airwinter and Callum. Right, anyway, 5 lights. And lights out and away we go. Adrian's Albini's got an awesome start. Ferrari versus Ferrari down at the turn 1. Outside line. Oh, he's through. Albini is through Adrian.
They're fighting.
Oh, the AC.
Red Bull.
AC looks like he's
100%
going
now,
for it.
taking Ferrari.
Oh, there's contact. Contact between
There we go,
AC
we're
and
good.
Adrian. Big contact. Oh, and I got that one on stream as well. Anybody want to clip it?
Wow.
Competing in.
To Albini. Albini, as I know personally, I've battled against him many times, is a fantastic driver. Knows how to do the side-by-side action, knows how to keep it clean, is going to be burning through his battery to stay ahead of the Red Bull of Luca. AC has dropped back a little bit. Adrian has managed to claw back 5/10, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Albini's under pressure coming into turn 14, round the outside of Albini. Oh, Luca just pulled off a fantastic move round the outside, managed to hold his
Whipper
line.
and George R.
Oh, here we go, down into turn 1. AC picks up a 2-second time penalty. That's going to put Adrian back up to P3.
And that last minute penalty would result in Adrian getting the final playoff spot and AC being eliminated.
It's a bit of a tight squeeze. Right, anyway, here we go. 5 red lights and it.
Don't think he's posting it.
Lights out and away we go. Black Spartan is off. Larry at the side of him. IMR lads. F1 running nuts and butts down into turn 1 side by side. AlphaTauri versus Mercedes. Oh, he's round. Oh shit! I didn't. Oh, fuck, I forgot I didn't turn ghosting off.
Oh, no.
Whoops. I forgot about that one.
We got Con.
Here we go. It's a Red Bull. Red Bull being slammed in the middle of a sandwich. Oh my god, Ronan's getting the run. Ronan's got the run. Ronan has got the run on the Red Bull. Larry is ahead going towards the chicane in Sector 2. Sector 2 start, Sector 3. And he is through. Larry is going to be fighting to get that position back. It is only a 3-lap race and he still has got quite a bit of battery left.
Yeah, and because
Here
of
we
the 2
go.
crashes over here in race P, Con has really taken this. He's got a 7.5-second gap and a full lap to go.
Oh my god, like this is so close. We'll run and have a look. No, doesn't have a look down into turn 1, but he is so close up the rear end of Spartan. He's within 3/10. Larry has got a 3-second time penalty for a severe collision with Huts and Butts. What the hell happened there?
We still to this day do not know what happened between Hudson Butts and Larry. But what we do know is Hudson Butts took the final playoff spot while Larry was sadly eliminated. So since the last 4 races were actually quite simple, since there were a bunch of no-shows and only 2 drivers per race, and of course only 2 drivers making it through, there's not really much to show, so we'll just go through the highlights very quickly. Now, out of the final 4 races, race M had to have been the most exciting race of the bunch. Tom and Callum really put the pressure on each other, had a bunch of battles, quite a few highlights, but in the end, Tom took the victory and Callum came in second. So race N was actually the only race of the bottom 4 to have 3 drivers. So that would mean 1 driver would be eliminated at the end. Now after a great first lap from Fake Man and Zombies, the pack ended up splitting out and Harrigamer took the victory, Fake Man in second, and unfortunately Zombies would be eliminated. Now even though race O had 2 drivers, there was one incident that I have to show you guys, so let's play the clip.
Lit drama.
No! In the other race, If anyone's watching the Flecky stream, this is fucking crazy. 2 streams going off at once in the same tournament.
2-second time penalty as well.
No! Oh, there's contact! Both Ferraris are facing the other way, but it's okay because they've reset the track and they are back at it again. The action continues.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So as you guys can see, there was some really tight battling between the two Ferraris, but in the end, Whipper did take the victory ahead of Zakora, and both of them obviously moving on to the next round. So race P compared to the others was actually quite simple. There was one incident going into turn 14 where Con and Prodigy made contact, and Prodigy definitely got the worst out of it. Then in the final lap, Con did make a mistake, but was able to keep his composure and maintain the lead till the end of the race, leaving him in first place and Prodigy in second. Now we move to my favorite round of the entire classic, which is Canada. With round 3 being the first official playoff round, I decided to go to my home country of Canada, and this time all 4 races will have 5 full drivers, but the catch is only the top 2 of each race will move on to the semifinals. Let's see what happens.
Some fun. Right, okay, everyone is back in the right positions, and here we go.
All right,
We're
here
off,
we go to
underway.
it. Race 2. The lights are out.
Oh, here we go. Kieran's up the inside.
Lights out,
Oh,
and
Tom.
away we go.
Oh,
The second semi-final.
bit of contact there from Tom on Prodigy, but has kept it all on track. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Down the hill for the first time. Prodigy nicely down the hill. Tom looks like he's having a bit of fun. Azza is on the outside of Adrian going into turn 5. Oh, Tom's gone deep, Tom's gone deep. Adrian, oh my god, where did Adrian just come from then? Oh my god, squeeze in, that's a sandwich. That's a sandwich. These guys are connected. Oh my god. Guys, back out. Back out of it. Jeez. Oh my god, bang the fuck out of it. Oh my.
That's 4 seconds now. The penalties are eating up people here in
Oh,
Canada.
Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh my god, this is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Oh my god. Kieran could lose out on P1 with 4 seconds worth of penalties. Tom's got 7 seconds worth of penalties and is in E5. Jeez.
Too many corner cuts.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh my god.
Well, the first quarterfinal had a lot of excitement, and as I'm sure you guys could tell, Flecky and I are enjoying ourselves, well, maybe a little too much. But regardless, Tom did get the first disqualification of the tournament. Adrian and Azza were unfortunately eliminated, but Prodigy and Kieran will move on to the semis.
If you give me a card, do you want me to run up and get this back in?
I mean, you can do it if you want.
Right.
Yeah?
Keep
I
time.
don't know what.
Hold on, let me get something a
Oh.
little bit more balanced.
And these lights out, and away we go.
A little walk up really quickly, actually, then.
Oh, wow.
Here we go. Nicely through. Oh,
First lap shite.
Bludgy Duck. Harry Gamer down the inside of George. Oh, a little bit of a squeeze, but is ahead of the race. GG, guys. Well done.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. Oh, so Zero's on the outside. Oh, he's through. Hudson Butts is still on the outside. The 2 wide going into the final chicane. Oh. But yeah, here we go. Under DRS, Hudson Butts is close. It's under 210, side by side going into the braking zones. Zone 0 just decides to slot back in. Probably will try and have a go down into the final chicane. Hudson Butts is going to get P2. Yeah, Hudson Butts is going to get P2. He's having a go down into the final chicane. Doesn't cut. Oh no, 2 second time penalty, but does make the pass stick.
So in hindsight, Kludgy Duck really had this entire race in the bag. But the big story of the day was Huts and Butts making 2 overtakes, even causing the audio to glitch out. And of course, that final chicane overtake to take P2. It didn't even matter with the penalties. He is going to be in the semifinals, and let's see what he can do.
This is a little bit of a shit show, but it's fun nonetheless.
It's
All right,
working.
Callum is starting in the lead. What the? Okay, here we go. That's random grids, by the way, guys. So
Yeah.
no one knows who's starting first or second. And here we go. The first playoff round is underway. We have a bit of congestion here into the little hairpin. Oh my goodness, I don't even know how to commentate these races. There's so much shit happening.
As the Canadians.
Yeah, second is just Villeneuve.
Right, here we go.
All right, Ronan is coming up the back straight, taking a completely different line, and is he going to make the move on Callum? They are both side by side, coming to the wall of champions. Very nicely done. Callum going wide, though. Oh, shit. Winter now taking the position. Now Winter going to look to put the pressure onto Ronan. Oh, and Callum spun.
Going down the hill.
News though, we have Whipper who has a time penalty of 2 seconds, so even though he's in the lead right now, he might actually get eliminated from the playoffs because of that 2 seconds. Actually, we're just gonna go leader here. Yeah, so Winter Cells is within 2 seconds of the leader, meaning Winter will move on to the semifinals as long as everything stays the same. We are approaching 2 laps to go now. And Ronan using the DRS to his advantage, beating Whipper into turn 1. Very nicely done. Winter Cells, though, news update, guys. Winter Cells has now got a 2 second time penalty as well. So he's going to have to make the move on Whipper. He's going to have to. There's 1 lap to go. Right now, Ronan, though, has P1 solidified. It looks like he is going to be moving on to the semifinals, but don't count your eggs before they hatch. All right, so Winter is about half a second behind Whipper. This is going to come down to the final lap, the Alpine against the Ferrari. Oh, you know what? I'm being such an asshole. I keep forgetting about Albini, who actually might steal P2 out of all this shenanigans because of the 2 second time penalties ahead. So he's technically going to finish 4th, but because of time penalties, he might actually qualify for the semifinals, which would be absolutely nuts. He is within 2 seconds of Whipper. But the gap is slowly increasing. Oh, Winter has gone deep into the hairpin. Oh my God, Albini is sitting at 2.8. If it hits 3 seconds, the gap. Oh my goodness, here comes Winter Cells making the move on Whipper, coming into the wall of chicane. Oh my God, wall of chicane. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. What a finish there. And I don't know, because of the time penalties, I don't know what just happened. Did Albini just take 2nd place? Oh, look at that avatar with the shush.
Yes, Albini did. Congratulations to Albini. He will move on to the semifinals with Ronan. It's really unfortunate for Winter Cells, but such is life, and the 2-second time penalties catching quite a few people out in Canada. And I guess we will see what happens in the final quarterfinal.
And here we go.
All right, here we go too as well. Race 2. The lights are out.
Oh, here we go. Kieran's up
Lights
inside.
out, and away we go for the second semifinal.
Bit of contact there from Tom on Prodigy, but has kept it all on track. Here we go. Down the hill for the first time. Prodigy nicely down the hill. Tom looks like he's having a bit of fun as he's on the outside of Adrian going into turn 5. Oh, Tom's gone deep. Adrian, oh my God!
Jesus,
Where did Adrian just come from then? Oh my God, squeezing. That's a sandwich.
What's going on?
That's a sandwich. These guys are connected. Oh my God. Guys, back out of it. Oh my God, bang the fuck out of it.
All right, well, we got in my race, at least we have Jordy in first, followed by Black Spartan, Fakeman, Luca, and Khan. Now Khan diving up the inside at the hairpin, which has ended up spitting Fakeman. Oh, we got some, we got a little bit of pushing and shoving here. I'm going to be keeping an eye on these two.
Well, Tom come back out because his car was connected twice.
Ooh, and Khan is spun now.
Absolutely not.
And Spartan's got a penalty.
Oh my God, right, here we go.
Okay, here comes Luca coming up, trying to make the move on his teammate,
on, so
Spartan.
I don't know why he
And he's going to make the move stick. Very nicely done at the hairpin.
Oh my God. I know. That was so bad.
Oh,
my
my
to
goodness.
Kieran.
Black Spartan, though, right behind. Even though he's got that 2-second penalty, he's just got to wait for his moment. Maybe if the top two drivers make a mistake. And there's already been a little contact there between Luca and Jordy.
Right.
Which has allowed Black Spartan to take the position back ahead of Luca. A reminder, there is no damage, so we know Luca's wing is fine.
That is how.
But now Black Spartan has taken the position over Jordy.
Oh,
So Spartan leads the race. 2 laps to go. He's just hit the fastest lap with a 1:12.4.
Another 2-second time penalty.
And a 2-second penalty for Jordy now.
Kieran might lose. Kieran's going to lose P1.
What?
Kieran's going to lose P1.
And Black Spartan's got another 2-second time penalty. That's 4 seconds now. The penalties are eating up people here in Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada. My home and native land.
Absolutely nuts. Oh my God.
And Jordy's going for the move, coming into the wall of champion chicane. And he's going to make the move stick. Holy shit. But Luke is actually in a perfect position, ladies and gentlemen. He needs to keep it calm. Both the guys in front of him have multiple penalties here. He just needs to stay right there. He's the only one with no penalties on the grid.
On the final lap of the race, Black Spartan managed to lose the rear end and smashed into the wall. Now, because Khan and Fakeman also had incidents earlier in the race, this pretty much gave Jordy the free semifinal spot, as well as Luca the free win. So good job on them, as they will be moving on to the semifinals. With the quarterfinals concluded, we moved on to the semifinals for 5 laps at Silverstone. In the first semifinal, we had Hudson Butts, F1 Ronan, Kieran, and IMR Jordy. In the second semifinal, Albini, Prodigy, Luca, and Kludgy Duck. Who would come out victorious? Let's find out.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
All right, we are up for the first semi-final race. Jordy starting in first ahead of Hudson Butts, Ronan, and Kieran. We are underway. The first semi-final. We've already got some major contact. And Hudson Butts will take the lead. Jordy looked like he got the worst of it. And it looks like Ronan will take P1 ahead of Kieran and Hudson Butts. Gonna keep the telemetry on. Let's see here, skip. Interval, penalties. There we go. So it's only 2 seconds of time penalties for these guys, but they're on even length. Jordy unfortunately had that spin in turn 1. We might see that in the steward's report. And now we are rolling up the old pit straight into Cops. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen's favorite corner. And this is going to be looking like a fun race all along, especially if Kieran can get within DRS range of Ronan. We actually might see a fun battle on track, regardless of the penalties. Right here they come into... Oh, and Hudson Butts tried to dive up on the inside. Could not get the move to stick. I'm not sure if there was some major contact. Like, we know there was a little contact, but I'm not sure if it was major contact. But as it stands, Kieran obviously holding P2. Especially that he's incurred 4 seconds of time penalties. Oh, and Ronan is off! Ronan is off! And he is really trying. Now here comes Hudson Butts. Ronan's tires, you know, are going to be hurting. He's kept the lead at least. He's kept it. But
even after his little spin, Ronan managed to claw his way back thanks to Kieran's little penalty and secure the first position in the grand finale. Meanwhile, the second position was up for grabs as Kieran and Hudson Butts went to the steward's report, and it was determined that Kieran was not at fault for the collision and he secured the second spot in the grand finale. Sorry Hudson Butts, sorry Jordy, but thank you for coming.
And we are lights out, and away we go for the second semifinal. Luckily, F122 apparently has better dirty air mechanics, I guess you could call it. Ooh, Luca trying to make the move on the outside. Kludgy doing some nice defensive driving. But now Luca coming with a switchback into the old pit straight, and they are side by side. Oh, but it looks like Kludgy's going to actually be able to take the racing line into Cops. Very nicely done. But because these two guys are battling, it actually might allow Prodigy to pull away a little bit. Wow, these three, are just in a battle here. This is what real semi-final driving is all about. DRS open for both the drivers behind Prodigy. Now coming in. Holy crap, what a move. So Luca gets the move done on Kludgy Duck. But we still got 2 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, it looks like Kludgy is falling off, but Luca now putting the pressure on Prodigy. The 2 Red Bulls coming in. And that is really nicely done. Luca gonna make the move. Oh, that is so gorgeous. Now this little battle might result. Oh, Kludgy, no, the 2-second time penalty. The dreaded 2-second time penalty for Kludgy Duck.
The second semifinal did not disappoint, with many overtakes and a lot of action. But in the end, Luca came out on top and secured the spot in the grand finale. Prodigy, also, fun fact, was the only person to come out of the bottom rounds in round 2 and secure a position into the grand finale. Sorry to Kludgy Duck, and sorry to Albini. Hope we see you all in Season 3. So this is the final race, the match that everyone's been waiting for. The winner of this race will get a gold engraved plaque courtesy of Art by Marchese. And I am really excited because it's going to be at my personal favorite track, which is Jeddah. And we are expecting a great finale from Luca, Kieran, Ronan, and Prodigy. So let's see what happens. Let's get it.
We started originally with 32. A couple people didn't show up. But originally there was 32 signed up, and now we are down to the final 4. Here we go. Lights out, and away we go for the Saudi Arabian Championship final match of the Diesel Classic. Let's go. That was a mouthful and a half. And Luca is actually starting in first place, ahead of Ronan, Kieran, and Prodigy in the back. All drivers staying within DRS range of each other for the time being, though, as we go through Sector 1, the tight and windy Sector 1, might I add. Everyone keeping it clean, nicely done. And this is another track where we got to definitely keep our eyes out on track limits. All right, Luca holding the lead for the time being. We got Ronan right behind him, followed by Kieran and Prodigy. And remember, the grid is always random, ladies and gentlemen. So I am not worrying about qualifying. I'm not worrying about that. It's just the luck of the draw. That's just the fun part about the Diesel Classic. You never know. Who's going to be out in front. And Luca looks like he went a little wide there. So we might have a couple track warnings from certain drivers. We're going to keep an eye out. Prodigy falling a little behind the pack, it seems, at the moment. So even the best getting caught out by this track, this dangerous Saudi Arabian track. Ooh, it looks like Kieran has spun. All right. Well, that is really unfortunate for Kieran. But now Ronan and Luca are battling it out for that top spot of the Diesel Classic. And now the DRS will be activated about halfway through this little S straight. I call it Snake Way. And then, of course, another 2 seconds. Whoa, and Luca's gone off! No! He is resetting the track, but because of the 2 second time out, and now Prodigy has kept his head down and is staying with it. He is now taking P2, but now because the Red Bulls are on equal penalties. I'm just going to confirm that. Yeah, they are on equal penalties, so now it's a battle for second place. I mean, we all have seen Ronan mess this up in Silverstone. We don't want it to happen to him, but we've seen it happen, and we already have the battle in P2 going at it. The Red Bulls fighting into the first chicane. 2 laps to go. Prodigy holding the place for the time being. And you have to think Luca's tires might be hurting just a little bit because of the spin. Oh my goodness, what a great battle this has turned out to be between these two drivers. Prodigy obviously having the mistake earlier, and he goes into the wall. I don't know if that's a glitch or not, but it looked like he went into the wall. It doesn't seem like Luke is going to be able to take advantage of this. I think he might have hesitated for like half a second there. Both drivers making it out okay there. Nicely done. Ronan, though. Oh, my goodness. What a monkey off his back. And now Luca making the move before the final corner. Nicely done. I love those DRS straights, and that's why I love him. Because there's so much opportunity for overtaking, in my opinion. Especially if you get that little fast chicane right at the start of Sector 3. And now Prodigy going for the move up on the inside. Luca holding the position, though. What a battle this is going to be. The 1 lap to go. It seems like, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but it seems like 1 plaque is guaranteed. Where is the second one going? That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. What a battle for second place. All right, so Prodigy is falling off a little bit, but remember, he will have 2 long DRS straights to try and take advantage of in Sector 3. Well, 2 and 3, I guess you could say. And don't count out time penalties either. It is not out of the realm of possibility. And it looks like, I don't know if he's going to get it, though. Yes, he's going to get it. It's still enabled. Rear wing is open, and this will be his last chance to push now. Approaching 7/10, just coming into this fast chicane now. This is where Luca messed up the first time, but it looks like Luca's going to hold off. He's got 5% battery left. His Prodigy tries his very best to try and gain that last position. Coming into the final corner, it's going to be all about the exit. And there is Ronan making the celebrations. I could see it. Very nicely done from Ronan and Luca and Prodigy at the very end as well. I mean, guys, I can't stress how grateful I am to every single one of you for participating, watching. Oh my goodness, this has just been a crazy tournament.
Wow, what a finale. Prodigy and Luca both kept me on the edge of my seat all race. But first off, I want to congratulate F1 Ronan, who has literally survived hell and back, and he will get rewarded with a gold engraved plaque courtesy of Art by Marchese. You are officially the Season 2 Diesel Classic Champion. Congratulations, brother. And Luca will also get a silver engraved plaque for the runner-up, so congrats to him as well. Now finally, a huge shout out to Prodigy and Kieran for making it this far, and we hope to see him in Season 3. Speaking of which, Season 3 is also in the works and will be held sometime in the fall. So if you are interested in competing in the future, the Discord link will be in the description below. So thanks for watching and all the best. Diesel out. Hey guys, Post Diesel here, and I was just thinking that the people that aren't involved in the Diesel Classic or people just watching for fun won't actually know what the plaque looks like for the winner. So here on screen right now is the plaque. It's a gold engraved plaque. Obviously this is just a mock-up, and for the runner-up I have a silver engraved plaque. Now on screen I'm going to show you guys the Season 1 winner plaque. That is the real plaque that was sent to the person in the UK Moro, obviously. So yeah, hopefully the next season is as good as the second season was, and hopefully we get a full 32, even maybe 40 drivers for the next season. Anyways, take care and all the best.